It was a rainy day in Washington, D.C. The White House seemed to blend into the gray, overcast skies, casting a somber mood over the nation's capital. However, inside the historic residence, a momentous event was about to unfold. Donald Trump, the former president, was expecting a special guest. This guest was not just anyone. He was a former soldier who had once saved Trump's life. But did Trump remember the man who had once been his savior? As the grand doors of the White House opened, an older man stepped inside. He was no longer in uniform, but the marks of past battles were etched deeply in his eyes. Security personnel verified his identity before allowing him to proceed. His heart pounded in his chest as he walked into the grand hall, each step bringing him closer to the man he had saved years ago. Donald Trump sat at the head of the meeting table, engrossed in thought. Upon hearing his guest's arrival, he rose from his seat and moved towards the door. There was a moment of silence as their eyes met. The soldier looked directly into Trump's eyes. "Do you remember me?" he asked. Trump squinted slightly, diving into the recesses of his memory from years past. The soldier took a deep breath and began recounting the story from years ago. He was on duty in the Middle East when an unexpected skirmish erupted. A convoy had been ambushed. Trump, who was there for business negotiations, inadvertently found himself in the crossfire. The soldier was the one who had dragged Trump to safety, shielding him from the bullets. Trump paused for a moment, his eyes narrowing in thought. "I owe you," he said, turning to his advisors. He made a gesture. An aide quickly brought over an envelope. Its contents were a mystery. Handing it to the soldier, Trump said, "This is to ensure you and your family are taken care of. You will never have to worry about anything again." The soldier could no longer hold back his tears. He had never expected any reward for his years of service. But now, in his moment of need, his life was about to change. Trump extended his hand. "Thank you, my friend," he said. The man, with a trembling voice, replied, "No, thank you, Mr. President." That day, Trump did more than repay a debt from the past. He honored an American hero in a way that would be remembered forever. As the soldier walked out of the White House, he knew that a new chapter of his life had begun. The man he once saved had now given him a new lease on life. As the soldier left, Trump turned to the gathered audience and spoke with heartfelt sincerity. "Today, we honor not just one man, but all the brave men and women who serve our nation with unparalleled courage and dedication. Our soldiers are the backbone of our freedom, the guardians of our values, and the embodiment of the American spirit." He paused, letting the weight of his words sink in. Each soldier has a story, a sacrifice, a legacy that we must never forget. They put their lives on the line so that we may live ours in peace and prosperity. It is our duty to honor their service, remember their sacrifices, and support them and their families in every possible way. Trump's voice grew more emotional. Let this story be a reminder of the gratitude we owe to our soldiers, not just today, but every day. Their bravery is not just a shield against our enemies, but a beacon of hope and resilience. He looked out at the audience, eyes glistening with emotion. So I ask you all to reflect on the freedoms we enjoy, the peace we cherish, and the heroes who make it possible. Share your thoughts, express your gratitude, and remember their story is our story.